Good afternoon to you, Mark Suttoth, HurricaneTrack.com. It is about 3:40 in the afternoon here on Saturday, September 9th, 2017, and I want to talk a little bit about what's going on with Irma. I am still in Miami, having worked really hard last night with Mike Adams from New Jersey to set up a weather station and a live camera down here in Marathon, and then I have put a live camera down here in Miami at the Brickell Avenue area, and then now I'm back at an Embassy Suites. This will be my base camp. I will travel over here to Naples, where I will begin working with my colleagues from Houston over here, who are still reeling from Harvey. They've traveled all across to come here and help me, and we're going to set up equipment as much as our energy levels will allow up and down the coast here, and hopefully even up into Tampa. I'll probably have to have them do that. So it is absolutely imperative that people pay attention to what's going on with Irma, which is now coming off the coast of Cuba, and it's forecast to come up and make landfall here in southwest Florida. Probably going to be an unprecedented storm surge event in modern times for the west coast of Florida. And there's a few people out there that are like, yeah, whatever. Okay, you'll see. That's all I have to say. I'm not even going to spend any more time on it than that. So the 5-day track forecast, this has the 2 p.m. intermediate advisory information. The winds are 125, but that is expected to go up probably substantially, moving to the west at 9, and then it's going to turn and jump off the coast of Cuba, crossing the Keys, making landfall somewhere perhaps near Port Charlotte, maybe south of there. That's the center of circulation, of course, and then passing over the Tampa Bay area in what could be just a devastating storm surge event for that region. It doesn't take 25 to 30 feet of water like we had here in Mississippi from Katrina to create life-threatening surge that will damage infrastructure and property for a long time to come. So if you're in the hurricane warning area, which now extends almost the entire, I guess it is, we have to call this the entire peninsula of Florida, now under a hurricane warning, and we have a hurricane watch up here into South Carolina, and then a tropical storm watch in the yellow, impacting a giant area of the southeast United States. And then it's going to move the remnants up into the southeast here and be a big problem for areas far from the coast. So the storm surge here, I just want to show you this. This is going to change, and it's going to change often. And it'll change with each advisory package as new information comes in. But this is the latest storm surge, potential storm surge flooding map from the National Hurricane Center. And just look at all of the red. That is greater than 9 feet above ground of inundation from salt water above ground level. All right? So if you are here and you are 5 feet, 10 inches, okay, there's you, and the surge is supposed to be 9 feet, then the water will rise and it will cover you all the way up above your head, plus several feet above that, and in some cases, many, many, many feet. And it's going to be that you would be underwater by, in some cases, 10 feet. Some of the storm surge values are forecast to be 10 to 15 feet. So this is you, and this is you under storm surge above ground level from Irma if you don't evacuate. Not everybody. It's impossible to predict exactly where this will happen, and I realize that some people simply cannot go. Now, some people may say, how could that possibly be? It is not up to us, any of us, to judge those people or to decide for them what's best for them. Some people are just going to stay for reasons that we just won't understand, and we have to live with that and accept that. It is part of the way it is of human nature. And some people literally don't have the financial means or the help or other things in their lives that'll prevent them from leaving. So we just have to hope, and we can pray, and we can do whatever it takes, think positive thoughts, whatever, and maybe things will work out for them. But this is a dire situation. If I drill down on the map, you see some areas in here Naples, Florida. Naples. Look at that. Most of Naples under at least 9 feet of water. Can you imagine that? Well, we're going to show you what it looks like when it happens, because I'm setting up equipment there that is designed for this. The entirety of Marco Island, almost underwater, at least 9 feet deep. Everglades City, lethal to be there. Chokoloskee, etc. All of this area, even out towards I-75, underwater. An absolute epic disaster unfolding here, and it moves up to Cape Coral, Fort Myers, into Lee County, and then into Charlotte Harbor, and then points north from there. Surge values in areas of Tampa Bay, extremely high for this region that is not used to it at all. No hurricane in modern history has come in and caused this kind of a threat. This is unbelievable, but it's happening, and you need to believe it, and you need to focus on surviving. Then, up here where I had my camera system for Hermine last year, absolutely incredible to see Cedar Key, areas like Crystal River, the Sewanee Basin. I don't have enough cameras to cover everything at this point. It is beyond my capacity and beyond my manpower. And this is absolutely unimaginable, and it's happening. And I need for people to do what they can to save their lives, save your property if you can, but evacuate away from the coast. And then somehow when this is over, we got to figure out how to get through it, because that's going to really be tough. It really is. Real quick to remind you, you want to know about your area, you can go to weather.gov. You put in your zip code right here. I think it's like down here, 33301. It's Fort Lauderdale. And if you want to know what's happening in Fort Lauderdale or wherever your area is, look for this right here, the hazardous weather conditions. You hear all that racket in the background? They're doing construction or something here at the Embassy Suites. But anyway, this is what you want to look for. These little bullet points, especially this guy right here, the Hurricane Local Statement. Lots of information in there. I urge you to sit down and read this. Read it on the website, read it on your smartphone, your Android, your whatever, your pad, your iPad. It doesn't matter. Read these particular bulletins right here, because they will give you details for your area. This is a giant clue for you. Please take advantage of it. It is written by the people that live in your weather forecast office area. All right? So that's weather.gov, weather.gov. Put in your zip code in this area, and on the landing page, you get all this information right here. It's fantastic. I've got some great news. We have the iPhone Hurricane Impact app, and it is also available now on Android. It has been, but it's been broke. And our developer in Wilmington, North Carolina, Bluetone Media, rushed to get it out and get it updated to match the iPhone version. And I really appreciate them doing that. They get paid to do that, and they did a great job so far. There may be some bugs, but we can work those out. The bottom line is it should be 95% operational with just some minor hiccups that we can fix later. So what I need you to do, because this helps with future funding, it's not about sending me on vacation or whatever. I'm just going to come right out and tell you, this is my job, folks, and I cannot give away everything I do for free. Nobody I know works for free, and this is what I do. I provide this information. So why would you want to get this? Well, not only is the information being pumped into it, these updates, the tracking features, etc., but the live cameras that I'm setting up, the weather stations, all of those go to Hurricane Impact. That's 2 words, Hurricane Impact. Search for it on the App Store and on Google Play. That's what the logo looks like. It's not Tracker or Track or anything with the word track in it. Our brand is HurricaneTrack.com. Our app is Hurricane Impact. Let's try to make it go number 1 in the App Store and on Google Play, because with that kind of funding, we could do some incredible things. And we have a lot of season left to go. I don't even want to talk about what could be happening with Jose now that it's moving past the leeward. We need to wait, because we have to. You just can't pile on. But I'm telling you, we are not done. So help me out, like the Jerry Maguire movie. Help me help you. Remember that line? I'm not joking. Your support by getting this app, it's like $3 or $4. That's it. And you have a wealth of information at your fingertips. And I can show you things that have never been seen before, that no other app on the entire realm of the internet has. How many people can say that? I have it. This is like the Angry Birds of hurricane tracking. Remember how popular Angry Birds was? We can do that for hurricane impact, and I can help you to fully understand the impact of right here, Hurricane Irma, as it comes towards Florida. All right, I got a lot of work to do. I wanted to push this out. Zach Fradella, our meteorologist colleague in New Orleans, will handle the 5 o'clock advisory discussion, and then I will, and probably the 11. My job now is to work for you. Most of what we do, yes, it's out there free to the public. But for those that are supporting us through either PayPal funding, the Patreon, or the purchase of the app, it's time for me to earn that paycheck, so to speak. 2 cameras are running, one in Miami, one in Marathon, and the weather station is running in Marathon. All of that is available in Hurricane Impact. Check it out. I'm going to go to work, and I'll have more for you later on. I'm Mark Sudduth reporting from Miami, Florida, and I will be on the road and working hard as we get other equipment set up, and I'll do another late night video post probably after 2 a.m.